Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I built this tower for one of the gates, and you'll see the details of the entire construction process. Hope you enjoy it. It's a number of videos that I've made, and hopefully it won't be too many and you won't be too bored, but I try to take away from the redundancy to make it easier to watch. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So holes got dug for the towers for the gate, one there, and we're planning on digging a line here for the conduit. That's a post for the lean-to. That's the middle post for the lean-to, and this is the end post for the lean-to. It will all be 4x6 posts. And here we have posts for the deck, and those will be doubled up 4x6. There and down there.
So we're thinking about maybe using a pallet wood to haul these cement blocks up there. But our truck right now is full of cement, so I was thinking that maybe we can, use the truck for that. But and the skid steer's gone, so we can't use that. So I was thinking maybe we put all these on a pallet and drag it up there. It actually would level out the land at the same time. But yeah, I think the pallet would break.
We're not putting much here because he's got to put a post in right there. So we'll do this after. That one's done too. These babies are tall, 8 feet. This one looks taller. It's just because this ground is lower over here and the guy dug down deeper. This is going to be a hood that goes on top of a post. It is 27 by 27. This is about 10.5, so that's about 1.5. So 3 and 10.5, that's about how high it is. And this piece will go the center, and a hood will come off of that. And I need 2, so the other one I'm in the process of building right now. So it's 2 frames with those posts in the middle like this. With another frame on top. So we have got it all done and painted. We're just going to put pallet wood on the top part. That's one. There's the other one for the 2 towers. So some details with these hoods. They are 27 by 27 and they're square. So another 27 by 27. These are 10.5 inches. So in order to change the light bulb, which will go in this area on the top of the cement structure, these are 10.5. So there's plenty of room in there. We can put a really unique light bulb in there. The top is again 27 by 27 and it goes up about 2 feet or so. And I made an angle first and then I used it as a template and made the other 3 sides and the one on the other side. Then I put, this is a aluminum foil. I mean, it's I don't know what the gauge is, but it's thick enough that it'll prevent water from coming in. And then I just taped it with this duct tape. Now keep in mind, this wouldn't last outside, but I'm going to be putting pallet wood all along here and it'll hang out about 2 inches and then overlap it. And it will look like this. So one will be longer than the other one that's next to it, shorter. So longer, shorter, all the way along the roof. And then I'll put some kind of finial on top. I'm not sure what kind of finial I'll put up there, but obviously something that is waterproof. This will seal in the sides. I was going to leave it like this and just caulk it, but I thought this would be more protective. And then I did caulk where this meets the frame. I caulked along here with black, and I did this a long time ago. Well, a couple hours ago. It's not dry, but it's very humid out, so there are areas where I will need to wait for it to dry, and then it's a flat black, so I will have to touch it up with more of this oil-based paint. I'm hoping that it will adhere, the oil-based paint will adhere to that caulk, but it's very humid, as I said, so it'll take a while to dry. Anyway, that is the basic hood that will go on the posts for the gate posts. Just something different, and it'll match the pallet wood that we're going to put on the house itself. What you doing?
Cutting up 8s and 9s.
8 inches and 9 inches to make this. And it is a lot of work, a lot of cutting. 2 trips to the bandsaw for each corner.
Band-aid. No, I thought I cut myself, but I didn't.
She's okay.
It's good. Nails. One of those sharp, pointy things.
I didn't film most of this. It was so repetitive. And if you're anything like me, you get totally bored watching repetitive things. But basically, I started out with a 6-inch course here up to 6 inches. And then I went between 9 and 8 and I staggered them. But I want to put a finial of some kind up there. I don't know what yet. But it looks like I'm going to have to, once it's dry, sand and paint it again because all the sawdust got stuck to it. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good. It took about 3 hours to do it. And it's all from pallet wood. So it's a regular, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think it'll look great on top of those towers at the gate. So the first row is going to be 6 inches. That's marked at 6 inches right there. It's hard to see. There you go. And I line that up and I cut this. And I'm going to cut several because they got to go all the way around on the first level. I don't know how many I'll need, but I'll make a bunch and then take them in there and start hammering, nailing them in. I'm just using a nail gun and with 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch nails. And it'll go through this 1/2 inch and then really hold well in the hood itself. That's a good start. That might cover 2.5. We'll see. It really depends on the width. So from here down, I'm going to have a 2-inch overhang. And I can't believe this caulk is still wet. Well, it's not sticky, but anyway, so 2-inch overhang and then up 4 inches. So that puts us at, start 4 there, right there. And then over here, put it on 4, and then up there. And then take this ruler and mark a line from there to there. And I won't be able to see. I'll just do the same thing on all of them. You don't need to see me do it 20 times. So now, yeah. I'm going to take this wide one here, put it here, and it's going to have to go out. So I'll take 2 wide ones. Out like that. So it's got to come out like there, because it's got to line up with this one over here, which will be about there. So that looks good. You kind of line that up. Make a mark on the back side. You can use this marker. Make a mark. And then draw the line, continuous line. Cut it on the bandsaw. Now, if you don't have a bandsaw, you can probably use a jigsaw. Ouch. It's a little close. It's a little close to do with a circular saw, so I'm going to use my bandsaw. I'll be right back. So now I made this cut, and it'll go on that line and on this edge and over, and you can see how it hangs out that way. But you need it for when this next one comes up. This would have to be cut on the inside here. Well, you'll see when I get to that point. But it's got to look like the other one. I think I've showed you that one in more finals. Okay, so now I'll get my nail gun and get that in place.